should you buy the dip on TITANO? Hey guys, this is Dumb Crypto here. So in this video, it will be a part 2 of a 3-part series on whether you should buy the dip on Sphere, TITANO, or Seifu. So in this video, I want to take a look at TITANO. So if you see the overall crypto market is tanking and Bitcoin is hovering around the 30,000 mark. So if you follow my previous video on Sphere, the analysis for the main crypto market is the same thing. So I'm going to do a quick run through of what I said. So if you take a look at Bitcoin price and if you take a look at the 1 month chart, right, you can see that there's this very steep decline downwards. And typically this steep decline will be followed by a slight rebound upwards. So, but that rebound is not a guaranteed one, but typically the pattern is that there's going to be a slight rebound upwards. When the decline is so steep, the crypto market and the stock market is trying to anticipate what the CPI inflation data is coming in 2 days time on Wednesday. So I think Wednesday is going to be a huge catalyst for the US stock market, the main crypto market, and all the 3 auto staking projects. So if you take a look at TITANO's chart, ever since its V2 and DEX implementation, it increased in price a bit, but after that it just on a straight decline downwards, and it hasn't seen any upwards momentum. I'm a little bit worried about TITANO because they haven't been doing any strong marketing. They haven't been pushing the project hard enough to new investors, and I don't know whether they can bring back momentum to TITANO, even though TITANO is one of the original auto staking project out there. So you can see that right now TITANO is hovering around the 1.2 cents mark, right? And if we take a look at the historical chart, you have to go to CoinGecko to look at the rough historical chart of TITANO. And if you take a look, you can see that this decline downwards, right? There's really isn't any clear support for TITANO's price at any point here right now. You can see that at the inception of TITANO's project, right? The inception of TITANO project is just a straight momentum upwards, and because it doesn't have any clear support, right, TITANO, if it falls below the psychological mark of the 1 cent mark, it can definitely fall way lower than even when it's priced at release date. I think TITANO's price can definitely go lower than the 1 cent mark given its current trend and trajectory. And if the inflation data, CPI data coming out on Wednesday is not going to be good and it's going to feed inflation fear, recession fear, the housing market crash into the main crypto market, is going to push TITANO down even further. So if you go and take a look at TITANO's announcement, they have a weekly summary right here. So let's take a look at some of the internal updates for TITANO. So externally, TITANO's price is not looking good. The market outlook is not looking good. But what about the internal happenings of the project? So you can see TITANO is coming out with a lottery system and they're still trying to fix the issues with CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. For the chart, right now they are injecting liquidity into PancakeSwap to support the trading of TITANO token. So you can see that they are trying to introduce the lottery system as soon as possible, and the buyback burns will begin shortly. And you can see that they are going to announce projects that are going to partner with TITANO, and marketing wise, they are going to work with major publication influencers to spread TITANO. Yeah, and that's it for the TITANO weekly update. So that's a quick summary of what's happening with TITANO in the weekly update. So a lot of these things that is in the works, right, is making me a little bit worried for the TITANO project, because I don't know whether they will be quick enough to stem this bleeding downwards. Because once it breaks the 1 cent psychological barrier, this TITANO's price, there's no clear support and it will just keep falling. So while I do like the things that they have in the works, I just don't know whether how soon it will come and whether it will come soon enough to help the project gain some momentum. Because once the project keeps losing momentum, it's going to be so hard for it to recover. Especially you need to know that right now, in such a bear market for the crypto market and for the auto staking space, TITANO, Sphere, and Seifu, they're all competing for the same amount of money, right? And between Sphere, TITANO, and Seifu, I believe TITANO is one of the weakest marketing and utilization of influencers. So while I do like TITANO's news, right, I just want to see it be executed a lot faster and executed in a more precise way compared to a lot of execution they did prior if you followed my previous videos. So I would say that I'm quite worried for TITANO's price, and I don't know whether they can get back momentum into their price. I think if you're looking to get into TITANO, you have to be patient. Same with the advice that I gave people that are considering Sphere Finance. And I think for TITANO, you have to be even more patient than Sphere because TITANO has barely any momentum coming in. At least, for example, if you take a look at Sphere's chart, right? At least Sphere does have some momentum coming for it in the prior weeks. But for TITANO, there's barely any momentum coming to the project. So that's why I'm very worried for TITANO. I will be even more patient with TITANO's dollar cost averaging or entry into TITANO for that particular reason. So if you guys like the video, please give the video a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for watching.